Incineroar is a heavy grappler who prides himself on insane combos and unbridled strength. He has one of the best move kits in the entire game, giving this cat wrestler an effective option for almost every situation thrown his way. With frame data that rivals high tiers, combos that other heavies can dream of, and kill confirms that make glass cannons jealous, he tops it all off by punishing you for shielding with his devastating throws and command grab that combo and kill at all relevant percents. Through and through, Incineroar is one of the best close range fighters in the game. Unfortunately, this close range speciality is a blessing and a curse, as Incineroar is neutralized with horrid mobility options, possessing the worst ground movement and below average airspeed. And without a projectile in his kit, he is usually forced to approach, which becomes predictable and negatively impacts his neutral. To exacerbate things, his recovery is pretty exploitable, limiting his survivability and offstage presence, and despite having a frame 3 counter that powers himself up, Incineroar is still combo food for a majority of the cast, but even when he isn't getting comboed, he's likely getting zoned out by projectile zoners without any way to get in. Incineroar at his core is the shotgun of Smash Ultimate, a character who deletes people up close but is practically useless at a distance. This duality can make games abnormally inconsistent as he gets camped out by projectile zoners who force him to play their game, but when he finally gets in, the result is a thing of beauty. Patience is a virtue, and something Incineroar must have to see any kind of success. Taking the time to learn how his opponent reacts to his pressure, and figuring out the proper counterplay to eventually take the stock. As a devout cat wrestler without a projectile, Incineroar has to get in close to initiate his game plan, which unfortunately means he has to approach in most matchups, whether it's landing aerials, shield dashing, pressuring with tilts, or dash dancing to bait out defensive options in fear of a lowland whip. The issue with these options is they are all technically punishable, or simply fail if Incineroar is not within striking range, which is why he must patiently wait for the right time to go in. Eventually, an opening will present itself. The trick is recognizing those situations and properly executing, which is why despite his horrendous mobility, Incineroar must keep moving to keep his opponents on their toes, even when he's not looking to attack at the present moment, mixing in foxtrots, tomahawks, double jumps, or shield dashes allow Incineroar to see how his opponents respond, while also not committing too hard to anything. Once he's keened in on his opponent's options is when he can go in with the intent of comboing and dealing massive damage. Jab is tied for Incineroar's fastest grounded option. While functioning as quick and easy chip damage, it's one of Incineroar's least used attacks, as he gets very little off of it, especially when you compare it to the rest of his kit. Forward tilt, or most commonly referred to as CHEETO fingers, is a slow yet very powerful strike sending at a nasty horizontal angle. It has a sweet spot on Incineroar's hand and sour spots on his arm. While lacking combo potential and speed, it makes up for it with astonishing kill power, which actually works amazingly well in Incineroar's kit, since virtually every other tilt can combo. And just like other forward tilts, Incineroar can increase the move's effective range with a pivot cancel, which makes him slide forward while using the move. Up tilt serves as an effective anti-air and combo starter at mid-percents. Incineroar's head is intangible for the move's duration, essentially making this a disjointed attack. It is not safe on shield, however, and has a very honest hitbox, despite the disjoint. Still, landing the move has some payoff, typically leading into up air strings or long juggles where Incineroar can catch a landing. Down tilt is Incineroar's best grounded combo starter, with respectable speed and having leg intangibility throughout the move's duration. Connecting the move can combo into virtually anything due to the low base knockback and how little it increases at high percents, even leading to kill confirms at the ledge. While it isn't safe on shield, you'll still find a use for it in the neutral with its strong poking potential and the threat to start combos at all percents. It's also one of the deadliest moves for 2-framing recoveries. Dash attack is mainly used to cover landings or simply as a whiff punish and burst option. It has a strong hit at the start followed by a lingering weak hit, neither of which will combo but can set up for a juggle or kill option. And to top it all off, using it up close can cross up a shield, further increasing Incineroar's follow-ups. Forward Smash is an extremely powerful dropkick specifically designed to take stocks. It has a sweet spot on Incineroar's foot and sour spots on his leg. In neutral, Incineroar struggles to find a ton of use out of it due to the relatively high startup and recovery frames, though it can deal a ton of shield damage and punish predictable rolls or approaches. Up smash is Incineroar's fastest smash attack, and a useful out-of-shield option to take stocks. His arms are intangible during the move's active frames, significantly reducing the chance for a trade. Other than out of shield and a niche anti-air, Incineroar won't find a ton of use for it as his tilts are less committal and offer equal if not more reward. Down smash is a huge body slam that kills off the side and deals massive shield damage, though what makes the move so interesting is how it shifts Incineroar's hurt box, allowing him to high profile attacks during its startup frames before crushing them with the actual attack. Due to the high shield stun and damage, opponents will find the move deceptively hard to punish. While it is a fun, dumb move to spam with a spot dodge, you definitely want to use it sparingly, as any good player will punish you for excessive uses. Neutral Air is Incineroar's fastest aerial and a go-to out-of-shield option. It has a strong hit at the start, followed by a lingering late hit, both of which have their uses in Incineroar's game plan. Both the strong and weak hit can combo when landing, leading to a variety of follow-ups at varying percents, typically into grab, dash attack, or down tilt. This combo potential, in addition to its low end lag, makes it a great move to use in the neutral, as it's very non-committal and can potentially lead to high damage or the entire stock. Nair will also start to force tech situations at mid to high percents. The long-lasting nature also makes it great to spam at the ledge to cover a variety of get-up options. This inherently can lead to effective conditioning and double jump mix-ups. And in disadvantage, Incineroar can opt to Nair as a combo breaker and landing option. Forward air is mainly used to space, anti-air, or send off stage for positioning. It has a sweet spot on Incineroar's feet and a sour spot on his legs. This move is technically not safe on shield, but can be difficult to punish when spaced and timed correctly. Even still, Incineroar will opt to use it to finish combos rather than start them, as the high knockback will likely send off stage or simply close out of stock. Back air works as a nice middle ground between neutral and forward air, as it does a little bit of everything from out of shield option to combo finisher to edge guarding tool. The fast startup, low end lag, and low knockback make it a very non-committal option in neutral. At the same time, back air can also finish combos as the knockback is good enough to threaten a kill at high percents. Up air is a leg sweep above strictly designed for combos, juggling, and anti-airs. It is Incineroar's safest aerial on shield at -4, so while the situations are niche, it does mean Incineroar can land with the move to start combos and even kill at all relevant percents. The only drawback being the hitbox isn't amazing to land with, though it gets easier to connect with platforms. Rather, the hitbox and low end lag make it an amazing anti-air, which can then transition into a juggling tool to rack up massive damage. Things get insane when combined with platforms, as ladder combos become incredibly effective. Last and almost certainly least of the aerials is down air, a slow stomp that spikes on sweet spot and sends away for the rest. Being his slowest, highest commitment aerial, Incineroar struggles to find consistent use out of it. Spiking on stage at mid to high percents can set up for combos, and linear recoveries will get spiked early if telegraphed, but the situations where down air is the optimal play are few and far between. Neutral special is Darkest Lariat, or Dariat, and functions as a kill confirm out of shield option, shield pressure tool, and edge guarding finisher. When used on the ground, Incineroar gets head and arm invincibility at the start before transitioning to only arm invincibility for the rest. When spinning, Dariat has 9 different hitboxes, each delivering massive shield damage and stun. This alone makes it a deceptively good pressure tool, as shielding opponents will likely get poked or simply get shield broken. Defensively, it is tied for neutral air for Incineroar's fastest out of shield option, which is incredibly effective at kill percent. The long-lasting nature also makes Dariat a nice ledge trapping tool that punishes early get-ups. It's an amazing move in the right situations, but will get hard punished if spammed, as whiffing the move almost always leads to a hard punish. Alolan Whip is Incineroar's signature command grab and a crucial tool in the neutral. When connected, Incineroar makes his opponents run the ropes. When they bounce back at him, the move will change depending on when you press the special button. Press too early gives you a body backdrop. Press too late or nothing at all gives you chest bounce, the weakest in terms of damage, knockback, and even deals damage to Incineroar. Finally, pressing right as they come back to you gives you the Lariat attack, the most damaging and strongest knockback variant. While all three technically have their share of uses, there are very few situations when the Lariat attack isn't the optimal choice. Regardless, Alolan Whip is mainly used as a punish for unsafe approaches and lack of respect for Incineroar's range. And when used at high percents or at the ledge, it becomes a reliable kill option that opponents must respect. Combine this with Revenge and you can kill even earlier. Its other uses come in the form of recovery, as it offers horizontal movement in the air. However, spacing is extremely important, as Alolan Whip can be incredibly easy to punish. As such, you'll want to recover either super high or super low, or basically in places where punishing Incineroar will result in death for his opponents. Recover too close to the stage will likely result in a lost stock. Cross Chop is Incineroar's main recovery tool as well as an out-of-shield option. Incineroar leaps into the sky, then drags his opponents down with him. When rising, he gains 14% of heavy armor, which actually makes it a relatively difficult move to edgeguard for some characters. Incineroar will sweet spot the ledge when descending and rising, meaning it can be effective to recover both high and low respectively. Really, its true weakness is recovering horizontally, but this can somewhat be remedied with side B. As an attack, the drag down nature can set up for kamikaze situations, but these are only really useful when up an entire stock, and are pretty high risk. Either way, the only reasonable way to confirm into Cross Chop is from a landing up air, as every other combo starter can be DI'd away. Down Special, or Revenge, is a counter that absorbs most of the damage and then puts a multiplier on Incineroar's next attack. When countering an attack, the damage multiplier will stay active for 60 seconds, or until Incineroar connects with an attack. However, the timer will decrease by 2 to 5 seconds for each attack that Incineroar misses. Revenge will also go away entirely if Incineroar gets grabbed, or takes 36%. Countering multiple moves will stack the damage multipliers and reset the timer, which can lead to kills at criminally low percents. Given these mechanics, Revenge has a plethora of uses in Incineroar's neutral. Coming out at a speedy 3 frames makes for an incredible combo breaker against predictable and mashy opponents, which can then lead to a kill or massive damage. In neutral, this gives Incineroar a halfway decent option to get around projectile zoners, as any projectile that hits will only power him up. But it doesn't really get you into the zoner's space, since Incineroar is still slow as dirt. Revenge also gives Incineroar a reliable edgeguard tool against characters with hitboxes on their up specials, forcing tech situations or reset the recovery. And if all else fails, Incineroar can opt to counter as a niche landing option to punish those trying to continue a juggle. As a true grappler, Incineroar is blessed with a strong set of throws. Forward, back, and up throw are all designed to take stocks, further cementing Incineroar's exceptional shield pressure, and which one to use is very straightforward. Use forward and back throw when at the ledge, and up throw at center stage. The only throw that doesn't kill is down, but makes up for it by being an amazing combo starter at all relevant percents. Killing can be an issue at high percents with correct DI, but that's what the other throws are for. Other than down tilt, it is Incineroar's best combo starter, leading to a variety of aerials. Incineroar is bad in a lot of ways. He can't move very well, he gets comboed like crazy, and doesn't have a reliable way to get in. He's a character that shouldn't work, yet one mess up is all it takes to deal incredible damage. A true character of extremes, high tier frame data but low tier movement, devastating up close but useless at a distance, the Alolan starter with feline ferocity. Play through the projectiles and zoning, cause all you need is one single grab. Thank you all for watching my Incineroar guide. I hope you enjoyed it and learned something useful. If you did, let me know by leaving a like and subscribing if you would like to see more. I want to give a huge shout out to the Incineroar Discord server who helped me compile the data and strategies for this guide. If you have any further questions regarding this cat wrestler and his game plan, be sure to hit them up. Links are in the description. If you have a character you want me to make a guide on, let me know in a comment below. That's all I have for now, and I will see you all later.